Galatian Nation. It's a celebration. Today, I ask you, are you living the life you thought you'd be living? Or did you finally settle for something you thought you deserved? A lot of what we have in our lives is actually a projection of ourselves. One of the main reasons some of the leading guys, some of those high earning men and rich people always say that your mind has to be tuned in properly to what you want. And obviously if you have money on your mind, you're going to make money. But if you have success on your mind, you're going to be successful. If you're going to have love on your mind, you will find love. And I think what ended up happening in your case is you might have been cut off in certain key moments, canon events in your life that created a sense of, oh, well, this is real life now. This is the adult world. This is how it actually is. That school of thought was created to bring solace to people who have finally become complacent with pain. So instead of taking those lessons and those losses as an idea or be inspired from them to do better, you kind of just resign from attempting any other further success for yourself and saying, this is life how it is. I have to accept that. I wasn't born with the genetics of Cristiano Ronaldo, and I'll never be a world stage football player. Okay, but did we forget that some of the best international football players ever came from shanty towns in Brazil or impoverished places of other Latin American countries? They aren't like jockeys or I don't know what kind of other parallel I can draw to. It's oh, this is a rich person, it's a rich sport. I can't even think of if fencing's like that. I feel like there's people who are regular economic situations and they're just badass fencers and their parents persevere to keep them into fencing and now they're on the Olympic stage, right? And I think the difference between you and someone, let's go back to our fencer, is the mindset, right? This guy kept fencing his way through life, and his parents shielded him from the idea that the real world is harsh and it crushes you and takes away your hopes and dreams and forces you to settle. There's this inherent understanding in adults about innocence, like children and raising them up. We want to shelter their innocence so much for as long as we can. And one funny thing is we don't we intrinsically know why, but we don't intellectually know why. And it's because we know that once our innocence is tarnished, our self-belief system is dismantled, and we settle for a life we don't deserve, honestly. You don't deserve to just survive and live paycheck to paycheck and on this threshold of almost drowning all the time. You don't deserve that. You deserve better. But the world has crushed you to put you in a situation where you think being an adult is accepting those circumstances and staying right there. And you may not even be in a situation where you're living paycheck to paycheck, but you're in a really nice apartment that you bought. You got a new model car, or you got your dream car from 15 years ago or 20 years ago, and it's nice. It's the exact kind of Corvette you wanted, like an older 90s model or whatever. You got a great apartment, and you've got your pet companion, and everything you want is at your beckoning will on your fingertips with Uber Eats and this, that, and the other. You still don't feel fulfilled, and it's because in your dynamic of someone who has everything they're looking for is there's still more that you need to achieve, and you have to dig into yourself and find the innocence that wanted more for you, that saw this dreamscape life for you. A lot of us, there were situations where I settled in my life. I settled in a narcissistic relationship where I was emotionally regulating my ex-girlfriend all the time. I was emotionally regulating most of my ex-girlfriends for most of my young life and a bit of my adult life. But I learned quick and in a hurry that that is not my responsibility, because she's not my wife. Point blank, period. Bro, if she's not your wife, it's okay. Who cares if you spent 3 years with them? 3 years worth of a lesson, bro. Go next. Spend some time by yourself. Figure out who you are so you can actually find the proper person who's your wife, right? Or if you're single and you're looking for romance, keep looking inward to see what you can work on and hold yourself accountable to the things that you have maybe fallen through your fingers in the past so it doesn't happen again. That same mentality is what you need to be applying for your life. What fell through my fingers that now I'm almost stuck in like a diamond palace? I'm in a great apartment. I have my dream dog breed, and he's like perfectly trained. He's like my best buddy in the world. My car gives me great attention. I wear all the clothes that I want. I have an awesome watch. Like, I have all the things, yet I still feel like I'm imprisoned in this cushy palace. It's like I'm a damsel in distress. I built this amazing tower, and now there's this unknown cloaked dragon that keeps me from actually feeling fulfilled. And it's still the same sense of you becoming complacent with that life. And the worst part is the things that you earned for yourself, the nice living space, the dog you wanted, the fancy gaming consoles, the 6-star Forge PC, or the latest phone every time, all those things enabled you to think to yourself, I'm where I need to be, I'm okay here, I can have whatever I want. But you aren't who you want to be. And you think it's because of other situations. And then people always wonder why, through the lens of like, oh, well, why are poor people always happier? Because they're happy with what they have, man. And that happiness goes into their kids, and that's why a lot of the times poor parents make rich kids. Because the love that the parents pour into that kid protect his innocence, but the kid also develops and understands like, man, this situation isn't great. But I'm filled with so much love, and here's the important one, so much self-belief that I'm going to overflow with success and bring my parents out of this, right? And ultimately, that's what you want to do with every generation. Not be broke, but always protect and guard the innocence of the generation before you so that they can see the good in you and lift off and go into the next level. And that, my friend, is sadly what has happened to you. You have lost your innocence. It has been ripped from you because of life, and you've settled with this adult lens. There is more for you to earn. And one of the best places to start is in the gym, dude. You can literally see yourself grow, feel yourself getting stronger, and evolve into an individual that you never thought you could be. I behoove you to test yourself. And if for some reason you don't believe that you can make changes in your life just off of going back into the kid version of yourself and starting to believe in who you are, I believe in you, and I'm bigger than you. And I'm probably stronger, I know I'm stronger than you, and I got better cardio than you. And if you want to outpace me and do that, check your boy exerting himself on Instagram. See if you can match up. I'm here to test you and reawaken your ability to be successful in any regard that you want. Because everything that I have put my eyes and my hands on, it has become successful. Businesses, relationships, friendships, moving to new places, making new friends, getting better at hobbies, picking up new skills. Anything I put my intention on, I get better and I'm successful at. And I realize that I can actually teach that skill to people. I can teach them how to deploy their effort to become platinum performers in whatever they do. Pick something up this week. Run with it. Show yourself you can. And again, if you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you. Ciao.